it's how quickly they can deliver. Bill Gates at Microsoft has said, I don't care if we hire somebody who's never seen a computer before. You know, what's state of the art today will be obsolete tomorrow. They use assessments, cognitive ability, we'll talk about those. We want people that are on the cutting edge and they can stay up on top of all this stuff. So anyway, experience is a lousy predictor. Some of you might use that in your culture. Then they look at education, you know, high school or less, and college or more. And bear in mind, this is just a sales job, okay? And a lot of people have college degrees and really good careers now at Starbucks. But what they concluded from Harvard Business Review and what other research shows is that it really doesn't matter if you have a college degree. I mean, some of you in HR, you might say, oh, this is a job requirement, you gotta have such and such a degree. Well, you know, Bill Gates and what was the guy who just passed away from
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs. I mean, they never graduated college. My dad never graduated college. Some of the most brilliant people around didn't graduate college. I mean, education's not a huge factor, but we tend to think it is, all right? And then Harvard looked at job match, you know, get the right person the right job based on their personality. And you can find here, you can see here that there's a huge discrepancy, you know, in turnover. You know, people that are a good fit for the job, they stick around. And the goal for each one of you in your company should be to create lifelong employment. Today, the average person out of college, 90% of them end up in a career field different than a college major, and they go through 7 entirely unrelated industries in the first 20 years out of college. I mean, track it in your business. I mean, are you creating a culture where people want to stay and make a long-term employment, or are you, you know, running a revolving door? It's very key. So then they also looked at high turnover industries. They found big differences. So the conclusion here is that you get about a 2-to-1 ratio when you match people to the job. For high turnover industries, for low turnover industries, it's about a 5-to-1 ratio, which is huge. And the Harvard Business Review editorialized that it's not experience that counts. College degrees or other accepted factors. Success hinges on fit with the job. You want to get that great culture that we heard about this morning, you know, it all starts on decision making on people. Most businesses, at least 50% of their overhead is payroll. That 3-to-1 ratio rule I mentioned earlier, I actually was able to prove in my graduate thesis that had we hired people that were above average, that were really a good fit for the job, you know, if we could clone our stars, so to speak, we would not have had to sell our business. It would have gotten us through all the tough times.